good? It's your boy Papa, back with another video. And today I got the story of Sonny Giordano. Hopefully I said that right. If not, my bad. But it's another true crime video. Shout out to True for Reality. But let's get into the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. The link to the original video will be in the description. Let's go.
Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. A quote by Norman.
I ain't ever seen none of Bro's videos before. This is my first time reacting to Bro's videos. Right. I'm a hat guy. Everybody wears their hats differently. Right? Never mind. Never mind. Nah, my man look like, I bet he got some beefy jeans on. And ain't nothing wrong with the beef. Ain't nothing wrong with the beefy jeans. But I bet the t-shirt hit long. So I know that's coming back in style. My man still look like he part of the Laffy Taffy era. And don't act like y'all don't know the Laffy Taffy era. Girls, the tall tees, jean shorts that's hitting the shoe. Come on now. Everybody wearing do-rags with hats over top of them. Sweatbands. Ain't nobody hooping. We just got sweatbands on. We got jerseys backwards. We was living different, boy, for real.
Cousins.
We was living different.
Many times people commit acts without truly thinking of the repercussions. An act in the heat of the moment, or even something premeditated, can have long-lasting effects. And some of those effects, many, whenever you take the life of someone, is now gone.
I'm sure Bro had a lot to talk about, but
Jordan's sore nose let out a fiery sneeze, so Dad grabbed Puffs Plus lotion to soothe him.
We're gonna go ahead and get to the story.
March 4th, 1998. The world would make way for Sonny Giordano. She would be born to...
And I said the name right.
Her parents Anthony and Joyce Giordano, where the place she would call home would be Memphis, Tennessee. She would begin her early years of education at Oak Forest Elementary, in which she would transition to Highland Oaks, and then Sherwood Middle School, before ultimately attending Overton High School. By the time Sonny Giordano reached high school, she's described as someone who was a loving soul, an animal advocate, a true friend to those around her. She was also described as a selfless person.
I ain't never seen this video. I ain't even heard of this case. But I bet it was her boyfriend who killed her.
Someone who was non-judgmental, a person who could find the good in everyone.
Either her current boyfriend or it was an ex-boyfriend. I ain't gonna say ex-boyfriend. It was either a boyfriend, current or ex, or like a weirdo who, you feel me? Like he was stalking the weirdo, a real weirdo. Like you probably was stalking and stuff on some weirdo. You feel me?
While attending school, she would be elected into the Honor Society several times. She was no doubtably someone who enjoyed learning. She was determined, someone who was heading for the stars. Outside of schooling, she enjoyed spending time with family and friends. She enjoyed music, She had an artistic ability, and drawing was one of her strong points. She also had a knack for doing impersonations of people on TV, with Lilo and Stitch being one of her favorite impersonations. She was your average girl with a wig.
See right there, you got a Stitch in the video of her with the Lilo and Stitch voice.
Side, someone who could place a smile upon your face in your lowest time. Outside of her normal activities, going to the beach was one of her favorites because she loved to swim. In fact, her swimming talent would ultimately end up saving one of her relatives when she would hop into a body of water to...
I would much rather read this because bro voice is like about to put me to sleep. You feel me? Like, come on, bro, you reading slow. I get you trying to make it dramatic, but come on, G, this is a good video. Come on, bro.
Save her cousin. With Sonny saving the life of another, you can add one more attribute to that list. Sonny Giordano was a hero. In the year of 2016, Sonny Giordano would turn 18 years old, months shy of her graduation. And upon graduating high school, she already had her life planned out. By the time graduation came around, she had a passion for hairstyling, nails, and doing eyebrows. She was also known as the girl who liked to express her personality through her hairstyles. So upon completing high school, it's no secret, she wanted to go into cosmetology. Sonny's plan was to attend school in the fall semester in order to achieve this goal. However, during the summer, something would happen that would alter not only her life, but everyone around her. July 3rd, 2016.
My bad,
this is one day prior to the 4th of July, where celebrations occur. Sonny Giordano and her then boyfriend of a month, named Ben Bolden, would decide to go to Nashville in order to celebrate. They would
what I tell you,
drive to Nashville, and then they would check in to the Lotus Inn, located in the Donaldson area. They would spend the 4th there, but on the next day, something would occur. July 5th, 2016, approximately 10 p.m. An officer is doing a routine check of the hotel parking lots. Checking hotel parking lots and parking lots of businesses is something normal for the Nashville PD. But while doing his normal routine, he would notice a male who looked agitated. This male would be spotted at the Lotus Inn Hotel. He noticed that this male was walking towards a blue Crown Victoria that was also running. But the thing that really struck the officer is that when approaching him and striking up a conversation, the male said that he was checking out of his hotel and getting ready to leave. Now, I mind you again, this is 10 p.m. and it's not a normal time for someone to be checking out of a hotel. People normally leave in the morning. Now, I'm not saying that people don't leave at night, but again, it's one of those odd circumstances that would naturally lead to another conversation. The male that the officer was talking to was none other than the boyfriend of Sonny Giordano, Ben Bolden. Now, he would have a conversation with Ben and continue to question him. But somewhere along the lines, Ben would break. He would eventually tell the officer that he was speaking with the reason why he looked so agitated. He would reveal that there was a deceased woman inside of his hotel. Armed with this information, Ben Bolden...
He's a bum, bro. He's a bum.
would be detained.
He's a bum.
And the officer would go to his hotel room in order to do a check. Upon reaching the hotel room, the officer would immediately notice blood at the footway of the door. But once making his way inside,
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7.
he wouldn't see anything in the immediate area. But once canvassing the bathroom, he would discover the body of a young female wrapped inside of a sheet. Realizing that he had just walked into a crime scene, he would immediately back out and call the crime scene investigation squad for further analysis. He would then go back to his patrol car.
If I was the cop, bro, I would have walked outside and did it to him. Go ahead. Come on, man. You killing women, bro? Okay. Ain't enough jail time for you. It ain't. They don't got enough jail time for you. They need to go ahead, boom. You feel me? What the mafia say? Feed them to the fishes. Come on, man.
An attempt to interrogate Ben Bolden. However, at this point, he's clammed up. He's not saying anything else.
It's just a waste of breath out here.
He wouldn't even give the authorities the name of the victim. The authorities...
He's a punk. He's just a waste of breath.
Would then transfer him to the local jail and work on identifying the victim.
Steve, right now they're telling us a woman was found stabbed to death in a motel room here at the Lotus Inn and Suites not far from the airport. And this morning, the police have left the scene, but the investigation just beginning. This is a look at the room where they were focusing all their investigation.
He's a punk, bro. He's a sucker. That's what the old school homies would say. He a sucker. For real, bro. He's a mark. For real, bro. He's a mark. What Larry June say? You can't call yourself a man, you can't keep your composure. This is a boy. That's what this is. This is a boy.
Overnight, room 225. We're just off Stewart's Ferry Pike. This is the room where police found this woman unidentified at this time.
He had a temper tantrum and killed this baby. That's crazy, bro. He had a temper tantrum and killed this young lady. I ain't gonna call her a baby. I feel like that's disrespectful. I'm gonna call her a young lady because that's what she was on her way to become a woman. And this Mark, come on, bro. Ain't no point in taking him and don't put him in no cuffs. Come on, bro. You know where to hit. Come on.
Released her name to us. They say she was stabbed to
Do
death.
that
Just
to
after
him.
10 o'clock last night is when they got the call. We talked with one man named William who was staying in a room on the first level. He didn't want to be identified, but
Do
he
that
says
to him.
he heard some commotion around 10 o'clock last night. He says he didn't know what was going on, but he did see the victim earlier in the day. The medical examiner was on the scene about.
And if you're gonna take him to jail, you better not put him in PC. That's protective custody, bro. Y'all better not put him in protective custody. And if you don't know what protective custody is when they basically put you away from, you know what I'm saying? They put you up. You with the people who be, you know what I'm saying? You with them people. You with the weirdos. The rats and all of that. You with the weirdos. Nah, put him in GP. Put him down there, let everybody know what he did.
An hour ago, removed the woman's body, taken away for a full autopsy a little later today. Right now, the investigation continues as police work to identify the suspect. Detectives within the Hermitage precinct are looking at surveillance footage from this hotel. There is close to a dozen cameras on this property, with several pointed at the crime scene.
This is crazy, bro.
Through fingerprint analysis, they were able to identify.
There's no way a woman could ever make you this mad. How? How can a woman ever get you so mad to the point where you do that to her? Bro, as a man, if you want to call yourself a man, as a man, you better walk away and get your emotions together, bro. Come on now. What you just gonna run a fade with her? But I bet if one of your homies was saying something to you, you wouldn't even bugged up on them. You's a punk, bro. Come on, you prey on the weak. You prey on somebody weaker than you. And I'm not saying women are weak. That's not what I'm saying. But y'all, come on now. 9 times out of 10, a male's gonna overpower you. 9 times out of 10. And I'm not saying y'all weak. But y'all better look at them laws in y'all state. Start carrying them things on you. For real. Come on now. Come on now. Because his family probably saying, oh, he ain't that bad. But then if the tables was turned and he was trying to do that to her and she had that thing on him and she RIP'd him, you feel me? Then they would have been like, oh, she didn't. No, keep that same energy, bro. Your son's a punk. Your nephew, whoever he is, he's a punk for doing this. He had a temper tantrum. He probably was a bad kid. He never got a whooping or nothing. That's probably what it is. He's just a bad kid, and he became a bad adult. Now he locked up for the rest of his life because he's an idiot.
Identify the victim as 18-year-old Sonny Giordano. An autopsy would later confirm that the victim had succumbed to a stab wound in the neck area.
Man, you can tell she had a lot going for herself. She's a pretty young lady. It sounded like she's a very smart young lady. She had her life planned out of what she's about to do, and then this punk come into her life and derail everything. All because he can't control his emotions, because he's a B word. Yeah. I ain't trying to cuss because I don't want nothing to happen to the video, but he's a B word, bro. I just want to knock everything right here out. Somebody need to do that if they ain't did it already.
Contacted and given the bad news, they would be interviewed. And during this interview, the parents would make notation that neither of them had ever met Ben Bolden, but they did know that she was only dating this guy for 1 month. And to make matters worse, in that short amount of time, Sonny Giordano had already been subject to abuse. And to add insult to injury, they are now going through one of the hardest periods of time that they will ever encounter. They would be...
If anybody in her family, her uncles, her brother, her daddy, her male cousins, if anybody in her family knew that he was putting his hands on her and y'all ain't do nothing to him, bro, y'all some punks too. I ain't saying y'all gotta off him or nothing, but y'all better put your hands on him. That's crazy.
Forced to make preparations for the funeral of their 18-year-old daughter. Meanwhile, while preparations are being made, Ben Bolden is sitting inside of the county jail. At this period of time, the police would continually try and interrogate 23-year-old Ben Bolden. But
he's 23, bro. She's 18. She can't even go to the club with you. What you want with an 18-year-old, bro? You 23. You can't get nobody your age? Oh, because of the women your age already knew that you was a mark. The women your age knew you were a punk. That's what it is. You preyed on that young woman. Sorry. You preyed on that young woman. God bless her soul. You's a punk, bro. You preyed on that young woman. She wasn't even with you for a month before you did this to her, bro. That is crazy.
In the beginning, he still wasn't talking. However, later on during the investigation, he would open up.
What's the point of not talking when you already told on yourself? You stupid. You're not intelligent.
He would eventually tell the officers that, yes, Sonny Giordano was found in the hotel room that they had rented together. However, he would claim he wasn't the culprit Ben Bolden would tell the authorities that an unidentified male was the reason that Sonny had lost her life. He said that this guy came to the hotel room, committed the act, and then he left. However,
so he trying to tell me, came to the hotel room, offed her, left you alone, wrapped her in the sheet, put her in the bathroom, and then left. Hey, man. You the one that was in the back of the class trying to crack jokes. The one getting suspended, trying to fight because you're thinking it's cool. I can tell you made all F's. You probably didn't even really graduate, bro. They probably gave you a certificate of completion because they wanted you out.
after checking surveillance, the authorities would quickly...
Look at him, bro. He looked like a bad kid. Look at him. Look at him. He looked like he was just a bad kid. He looked like the kid in school that always gets suspended for fighting. That's him, bro. That's him. Just bad. Need a whooping. Mama and daddy get him everything. Spoiled.
Because on tape, no one had came to that room on that night.
Duh.
Nor did anyone exit. The only person seen on camera would be 23-year-old Ben Bolden, which means he's 100% at fault for what had happened. Years would pass before Ben Bolden would finally have his day in court. His day in court...
Bro, they better gave him... I don't know what state they in. But... he better be a dead man walking. For real. And not when he get in there, somebody...
would come in the year of 2019, in the beginning. And during his trial process, he would be found guilty.
Duh.
Since Ben Bolden didn't offer any information as to what happened, the authorities were forced to go to trial with only what they knew. Besides the forensic evidence, a motive was non-existent. However, they did offer one as to what they thought happened. They thought that him and Sonny had gotten into an argument that night, and in the heat of the moment, he took her life. This theory would eventually lead them to a successful conviction on voluntary manslaughter, as well as the tampering of evidence. But the sentencing is where this story gets even more heartbreaking.
Bro, I swear to... I already know where this is going. He probably got 5 years.
The judge would decide that the now 26-year-old Ben Bolden would receive a sentence of a mere 10 years inside of a prison. 10 years.
That young lady's life was only worth 10 years. God bless her soul, bro. This justice system is so crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. He killed somebody. He murdered that young woman. And he got 10 years, but somebody get caught. They giving boys football numbers. They giving them football jersey numbers for drugs. But murder is only 10. You get an out date with a murder. That's backwards, bro. I'm not saying one crime is more right than the other because they both wrong. All I'm saying is somebody's life should be worth more, bro.
That's it. 10 years for taking the life of another. That type of sentence truly makes you think, because there are a lot of people sitting in prison for a longer period of time for a lot less.
Come on with it.
Which makes you question, in this case, of Sonny Giordano.
Ordinary dish soaps can leave invisible grease behind. Only Dawn Platinum removes 99% of grease.
Being a writer with ADHD means making the most of my...
Come on with it. I just said that. Come on with it, bro. That's crazy. I mean, you know what? If I was her brother, when he got out, I would move in across the street or next door to wherever he moved at. And every time he leave the house, I'm knocking him out.
Justice truly served. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us, while in the heat of the moment, or even something premeditated. Whenever you take the life of someone, is now gone.
So I can trace you with one fine line. Please.
Copyright. Look the video.
Had the world ahead of her. She lost her life at a very young age.
Crazy.
She had plans to attend school and make something of herself. However, that was all cut short
because of a bomb
due to the hands of another. At this moment of time,
bomb-ass
only
Nick.
2 people truly know what happened in that hotel room on that night. And that Sonny Giordano.
Bro, that's the video. I'm hot. Like I said, if I was her brother, bro, I'm moving in next door every time I see Buddy outside. Every time, bro. I swear. I swear. Every time I think about my sister, I'm putting hands on it. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I don't care. You might come up missing. If you really want to be 100. You might come up missing. We are in Memphis. You feel me? Ain't nothing to take a little ride. Some fields out somewhere. They find you in a year or 2. You feel me? I ain't said I did nothing to you. I just said I'm gonna put you out in the field. And they'll find you in a year or 2. If you survive, it's up to you. But anyways, man, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, y'all stay blessed. I'm gone.